Welcome everybody to the Crazy Sasquatch Week 7 of the 2021 NFL season. Put my most expensive card back there, autographed by the Crazy Sasquatch himself. So, Week 6 recap. Brett was behind by a few games, but after going 11-3 last week, I went 7-7. We are both tied at 62-32 after 6 weeks. So, quarter or third of the way through the season, and we're all tied up. So, anybody's contest here. So, a few upsets last week, a lot of more injuries. So, we'll see how it goes forward into Week 7 here. But we'll start with the Week 7 picks, touch on the Fantasy League starters and injuries a little bit. So, here we go on Week 7. So, on Thursday Night Football, we have the Denver Broncos against the Browns. Denver Broncos, Bridgewater's a little banged up, but I think he'll go. Sounds like their running backs are healthy. Browns, I don't know about Mayfield, had dislocated non-throwing shoulder. They're going to depend on the running game, but guess what? Kareem Hunt is out, and I believe Chubb is, I saw today Chubb is out, so they're going to be on their third and fourth string running backs. So Felton, I'm not sure what the other one is. Felton's a rookie. Broncos, going to be at the Browns. I said we got a banged up quarterback and 2 banged up starting wide receivers. I don't know about Beckham. Right now, Browns are predicted to win this game, but man, when you got both of your starting running backs, your starting quarterback banged up, they're going to have to rely on their defense. I think they probably can do it. Denver's hanging in there, but I don't think they can beat that Browns defense. This is going to go either way. I'm predicting the Browns by 3. Just because they're at home. Otherwise, I don't know. It's going to be a close one.
I don't have to say much about this game, but lots of injuries on the Browns offense. Broncos sticking in games, but Browns got, massacred by the Cardinals. I think by 20 points, somewhere around that. Broncos, I think it would be a very close game. But I'm choosing Browns to win this one. I think they can pull through this one.
Kansas City at the Titans. The Titans pulled one off against the Bills last night, which shocked me. They had the running game going. Passing team kind of got going. Their defense stood their ground against the Bills. Kansas City's not been looking that great. Titans are going to be on a high coming off of that. It's a must-win for Kansas City. This will be another tough one. Kansas City, I think their number 1 running back, Clyde Helaire, is still out. Titans are pretty healthy. Not, a couple offensive line, defensive linemen got hurt last night, but their main stars, Henry, Tannehill, they're all really healthy. I'm going with Titans just because what I saw last night.
Starting with Kansas City, Patrick Mahomes averages more than 1 interception per game. I think I saw he has 8 interceptions in 6 weeks. So, and Titans, I'm not completely sold on them this year. They did beat the Bills, but only after the Bills did a bad idea of not taking free points. But I think Titans will win this game with the horrible.
Check mark.
With the horrible Kansas City defense, I think Henry will run all over him.
New York Jets at the Patriots. Patriots defense against a rookie quarterback. I'm pretty much enough said on that one, I think.
Yeah, the Jets are this bad team this year. Patriots, better rookie quarterback, better team.
So, the Bengals at the Ravens. The Ravens kind of shocked a little. To me, the Ravens shocked last week by winning the way they did. I didn't have the Ravens winning last week. Bengals, Burrow's looking pretty good. Mixon's back, running pretty much full steam. Their defense is average to above average to me. Ravens defense stepped up against Herbert and the Chargers. Can they do it against Burrows? This will be close. I believe they can. I mean, you got Lamar Jackson kind of can run and pass. You got 3 quality running backs now in Freeman. I guess they brought up Bell from the practice squad and signed him regularly now too. So they got 3 running backs, good wide receivers. A quarterback can do about anything, tight defense. So I'm going with the Ravens on this one.
Bengals, a very good team all around. Ravens, my opinion at least, counting on their offense, counting on Lamar most of the time. But I think Ravens will, can't think of a correct word, but they'll continue on their win streak and win this game.
Washington at Green Bay. I mean, Green Bay has not impressed me with their wins this year. They've been sloppy. I don't know. I don't want to say too much about the refs last week when they're missing offsides and causing the other team, have interceptions. I think it's a free play, stuff like that. The refs got to make better calls all over the league last week, not just this game. But it opened up the door for Green Bay, even with the sloppy game they played. Washington, they're playing okay, but they're not the Green Bay's caliber of quarterbacking and everything right now. But I'm still giving this in the Green Bay. But they're not playing. To me, they're not playing where they could be.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that a little more. During the offsides play that the refs missed, let's say that didn't happen. Well, since that happened, the Green Bay Packers scored on that drive. So without, if that call didn't get missed, Packers wouldn't have tied with the Bears 7-7. That game would look completely different if the Bears' momentum kept rolling on and didn't stop using a missed call. Against Washington, I think Green Bay will still win at Green Bay. Washington is just struggling this year. Green Bay sliding across the game, even though as many passes Aaron Rodgers will throw over his targets, I think he'll still win this one.
Atlanta Falcons at the Dolphins. Atlanta's looking a little better. You got Cordell Patterson there as a must start there. Kind of a wide receiver, running back hybrid mix there. Dolphins, Tua's back, looked pretty sharp, made a few mistakes last week, but he was back. So, I think it comes down to a better defense. I think Dolphins probably has a little better defense here, but I think both of the main Dolphins wide receivers are questionable to play. And this will be a tough one. I'm going upset on this one. I was going to choose the Dolphins, but I'm going with Atlanta. Just because I think they're a little healthier team right now, even though Tua's back and looked pretty decent. One mistake, and Atlanta's going to win this one.
One thing about both of the teams, Atlanta coming off a bye week. Most teams don't do good after a bye week. Dolphins, Tua coming off an injury. Quarterbacks don't look good off of injuries. I think the Dolphins will win this one. Tua, I think he would rebound after throwing that one interception, causing them, I think, losing the game against Jaguars. I think he would rebound, win against Atlanta.
Carolina Panthers at the Giants. Giants, okay, I guess. Carolina's got a little better defense to me. Better defense. I don't know if McCaffrey's playing. I don't know if Barkley's playing. I kind of think McCaffrey, I don't know. I've not heard too much about him. And I've not heard too much about Barkley either. So, if they brought back both their backup running backs, to me, Carolina's got the better of the teams right now. So, Carolina by a touchdown.
Carolina at Giants. Carolina, I think I saw somewhere where they lost the past 3 games after starting 3-0. Maybe remembering that wrong, but Giants pulling out some sneaky wins like against New Orleans and stuff like that, but Carolina's just overall better team. If they go 0-4 if they go 0-4 the past 3 weeks, counting this week, it's going to be hard to go in that division and win.
Eagles at the Raiders. Eagles, running game looked pretty decent last week. Hurts still making a few rookie mistakes. Eagles defense I would say is average. Raiders defense probably a hair above average. Josh Jacobs is getting back to health. I know they lost their coach here a couple weeks ago, John Gruden, but I think they'll make it work out. It's been a couple weeks now. They should be adjusting to the new coach. the Raiders are going to have a hard time keeping Hurts, in a pocket and not running against them. But I just think the Raiders is a must-win. They need to move on to what's happened in the past and get on with their new coach and move on. And I think they have the weapons to do so.
I think the Raiders are overall a better team. At Raiders, Hurts still making mistakes his first year starting. As the Eagles quarterback, he's making mistakes. He is, I think, above average quarterback. He still makes a lot of mistakes. Raiders defense, I think it's a very good defense. Josh Jacobs with that dual threat running back core, I think they can pull this one out and win. Lions at Rams. Lions, they haven't won a game this year. Rams, one of, if not the best teams, I think, just doing off my head right now, probably third best or around there. Lions, they used to stick in games, but they're not really anymore. I think it's a pretty easy pick at Rams. Rams will win this.
So, battle of quarterbacks, the Lions quarterback from last year went to the Rams. The Rams quarterback from last year went to the Lions. So, kind of funny. I mean, they're going to know, each defense is going to know the opposing quarterback because they were with them. That being said, Rams have got the better defense. They're going to know how to pick apart Detroit's passing attack. I just don't see anything good happening out of this one for the Lions.
Talking about top three teams, Arizona, you could debate them as the best team, or Buffalo. Arizona, the last undefeated team in the league against the Texans. Texans offense looked explosive, looked good first few weeks. Now kind of not as much. I think this is a pretty easy one for Arizona.
Yeah, I agree here. Arizona at home. Texans are still kind of rebuilding, figuring out who they are, still trading away players. Arizona, they just got Hurts last week. Not Hurts, Zach Ertz. Sorry, Hurts. They're still building as a Super Bowl caliber team. They're putting the pieces of the puzzle together, even though they're unbeaten. They're still adding to make them that much better.
Bears at Buccaneers. Bears lost. Pretty debatable game. That's as much as I'm going to go into that. This very debatable game. Buccaneers looking very good. Definitely going to be in the playoffs. Maybe Super Bowl again. As the way they're going. Bears at Buccaneers. I think it's going to end like last year, where around this time, I think it was week 4, week 5, those two faced off. Nick Foles was facing the Buccaneers. Buccaneers since then have picked up a few more players. So has the Bears. The Bears, I think they'll be looking for revenge after that game last week at Buccaneers. I think the Bears can pull this one off. The second start for Herbert, he looked very good that game before. I think both teams are going to have their hands full with each team. Bears, I think they still lead the league in sacks. Buccaneers also have a strong defensive line. This game is going to go down maybe last second field goal.
Bears at the Bucks. Bears, I agree, Fields is getting better each week. He showed a little bit more last week. He's letting him pass, letting him become, a little more of a passer quarterback instead of just run, dink and dunk passer. He's throwing it down the field. Bucks got a pretty dang good defense. Herbert is the running back for the Bears right now until they get their other running backs healthy. So you got a rookie running back.
And about this game, Robert Quinn is on the COVID protocol, I think.
Quinn's out. So part of the Bears defense is out. Bucks are looking pretty dang good. They did lose a game already this year, but they got all the pieces together to make a run for the Super Bowl again. Defense, offense. We get the rookie quarterback. I mean, Fields is getting attacked back there because the offensive line is just not blocking as much as they should or could. He's a lot of times running for his life back there still. I just because of the Bucks defense. Bears are going to try to get payback. They're going to let Fields loose a little bit more, but I just see the Bucks defense stopping this one.
And a little more about this. Gibson is going in. I think he has 2 sacks this year. Every time he's in, he's getting very good pressure, so I think he'll step up for Quinn's place. Colts at 49ers. Both of these teams aren't having the greatest years. Lance, not the greatest stats. Wentz for Colts is looking good this year. I don't know. These two teams haven't been doing good this year. I'm not going to give the 49ers the win. I just don't see these teams doing much this year, but I think 49ers are going to be better and Lance is going to get a win.
So Colts with Wentz. Wentz is throwing pretty decent right now. The wide receiver core is okay. Taylor, the running back, Jonathan Taylor is running all over right now. 49ers defense is going to slow that down a little bit. Garoppolo, sounds like he's healthy for the 49ers. Sounds like Lance may not play. They're not 100% sure yet here, so I'll have to watch. But it sounds like Garoppolo is going to be the starter for this one because of Lance's lingering knee injury. Colts got an okay defense. I think that's enough to slow the potent offense down to the 49ers. I mean, 49ers, their number one tight end is still, I think he's still banged up for a while, so you don't have the number one weapon as tight end. Your running backs are still kind of banged up. I just don't see, I see it happen for the Colts. I think Colts is a healthier team right now, coming off a win last week.
Saints at Seahawks. Saints having a bumpy year. Jameis Winston, is he going to be the Buccaneers Jameis Winston or Week 1 Jameis Winston? Seahawks, I've heard they're talking with Cam Newton. Geno Smith. He's having a bumpy start as a quarterback. Seahawks lost to Pittsburgh, I think, in overtime. This is another game which is going to be close, but I think Saints are a more complete team, more better team, and more ready team.
So I agree with Brett. You know, Saints are a more rounded team, but I can't count the Seahawks out. Not with McCaffrey, Lockett. I think Metcalf. Sorry, Metcalf. DJ Metcalf. Seahawks defense is looking pretty dang good. They're at home. That's always a big plus. To me, the Seahawks got a little better defense. Quarterbacks are about equal. Running back, Kamara. I think the Saints got the better on that. Wide receivers right now, I give the Seahawks the edge. To me, this will be a very close game, but this being because it's at Seahawks, that's the only reason I'm giving Seahawks the win is because they are at the Seahawks. But it's going to be a tough one. And remember your bye weeks, guys. I got a bunch of guys from my fantasy league on byes this week. I'm going to be hurting. So, Buffalo Bills players, get them off your roster. Dallas Cowboys, Jacksonville Jaguars, Chargers, all on bye week. Vikings, and the Pittsburgh Steelers. You have 6 teams on byes, guys, so make sure you get them off your teams and hopefully you got a healthy guy to put in because there's a lot of banged up guys out there right now, but good luck. Leave some comments, questions, if you'd like us to do anything different. So from the Crazy Sasquatch, Week 7, good luck. We'll see you in Week 8. See who wins this one.